This is a fun, important video, and I'm filming on a day when it's cloudy, so I'm really sorry, but I don't like artificial light for my videos, so we're just gonna have to adjust to sometimes it being darker and lighter, and I'm just gonna work with it, so I'm sorry. It's not a perfect video. I'm a YouTuber. I wanted to start this video off by saying that I'm going to be changing my end slate, or the little videos and stuff that I do at the end of my videos. Basically, what I want to be doing more is making it a little bit easier for myself since editing takes a lot of time. So what I want to do is utilize the iCard or the information card. That would be this little thing right here in your corner that's going to pop up in your video. This is not an ad. I used to think it was ads. It's not an ad. If you click this, it will allow a little panel to come on the side of your video, and it will give you options. So I can do like polls, ask you guys questions and you can vote, or I can put links to other videos that I would otherwise put at the end of my video or things like that. So I really want to utilize the iCard, so you guys be looking out for that, and you can always click on it if you don't know about it. Just me explaining a little bit about it. So this is the first video that I'm going to be utilizing that, so feel free to click on any links or things that I put into the information card. With that stuff out of the way, let's get to the giveaway. In case you didn't see my previous video, I had a video where I opened up my first giveaway for my 1,000 subscribers. So many of you guys interacted with me. Thank you so much for your interaction. You guys did exactly what I asked of you, to choose which one, to ask questions. I got so many questions. I got to hear from some of you who I never get to hear from or have never heard from. So thank you so much for your interaction. It really meant a lot to me, especially because I got so many comments in the first and second day. So without further ado, let's find out who the winners were for this giveaway. Announcing winners on giveaways or anything can be a little bit challenging because some screen names are different, or they're foreign names and stuff like that, so I'm going to do my best. For prize number 1, which was 2 Shopkins blind baskets, the winner is Kamira Turner, or Kamira. Yay! Congratulations! I will message you as soon as you let me know that you saw this video in the comments. You were the person out of 6 people that won the Shopkins blind bag. For prize number 2 was 2 Num Nom blind bags, and the winner is All Time Neens, or Neens. I saw that you changed your screen name. Yay! Congratulations! I also will message you as soon as you let me know that you saw this video in the comments below. You're also 1 out of 6 people that won these blind boxes. And now for the one that you all have been waiting for, the third and major prize, which I realize next time I do a giveaway, I'm gonna have to like do it 3, 2, 1, and 1 is the big prize, I guess. Number 3 giveaway was the transportation and attractions Tsum Tsums from the Disneyland Resort, and the winner is D Mancipit. Yay! Congratulations! I will also message you as soon as you let me know in the comments below that you saw this video. You were 1 out of 30 people that won this giveaway, so congrats. I hope you won't go anywhere because I'm now going to do the Q&A with all of your questions that you asked me in my previous video. I've got my notebook and I printed out and pasted like all your guys' questions, and I'm going to answer as many as possible. So the first couple of questions were about blind boxes, and I decided to kind of categorize everything so that I could answer you all if you had similar questions. So you guys asked, what is your favorite blind bag right now, and what is your favorite so far? My favorite blind bag right now is actually the Tokidoki and Barbie collaboration blind boxes. I've got a bunch of them and I'm going to do a video as soon as I can, but those are the ones that I like really enjoy. My all-time favorite is honestly probably the Tokidoki Mufias. And season 2 is out right now, but I haven't gotten any yet because they're at the Hot Topic and they're really expensive, but I love those. I want to collect all of those. And I'm still in the process of collecting season 1 of Mufia. And then you guys also know that I really enjoy Num Noms. Those are also one of my favorites. And then Neens asked an interesting question. If you could make up your own blind bag collection, either as a collaboration or one just for fun, what would you choose? I really like this question, and I thought about it. And if I thought about it again, I'd probably do something different. But my first thought is, I would really like to make little figures, little chibi figures of obscure animals doing funny things. Like, there's this thing that I do with my siblings and my cousins where we each have an animal that is like considered our animal. So like my animal is a rhino, and it's really challenging to find rhino things. So if I could make like a little series of chibi rhinos, like, you know, one of them has like glasses and is reading a book, or, you know, like funny things like that, or one standing on his back feet with like a little cute little suit or something like that. I would just want like cute little obscure animals, because you can find like cat toys and dog toys and all that kind of stuff. But I would want to make like obscure animals that you are much harder to find, because I think there's a lot of people that have things like me where you love a certain weird animal. So and then there was many of you guys who asked me what my favorite thing is to collect. June asked, we know you collect stuff, but what is your favorite collection and why? This one was really hard for me. And I realized I don't have a lot of my collections like in one spot as like a collection thing. They're kind of all spread out places. But I wrote down that my favorite collection is actually my small Gravity Falls collection. Gravity Falls is a TV show that just finished airing on Disney Channel, and it's just one of my favorite cartoons of all time. And I have like a couple of things. You can kind of see like the figures right here in the background. Yeah, whenever I look at that collection, it's like, I love this stuff. I also really enjoy Num Noms, and I enjoy displaying them the way that I display them. I like my Stitch collection, I like my Adventure Time and my Catbug collection. Those are like my big collections that I really enjoy. And of course, Jose Carioca, which I will mention many times in the future. So Kay asked me, what got you into collecting? What were the first items you collected? Do you still hold on to toys and collectibles from when you were a kid? Which toy could you never part with? So as far as the toy I could never part with I'm gonna have to come at it from the perspective of what's the last thing I would want to give away, because I'm a little willing to part with everything that I have, just because I have the mentality of, you know, God gives and He takes away, and so I kind of try to be open-minded with that kind of thing. But if I view it from a, like, what's the last thing you would want to give away, it would probably be the couple of things that I have that are Jose from the Three Caballeros. So what got you into collecting? I've been collecting ever since I can remember. Since I was a kid, I collected stuffed animals, plushies, Barbies, Pokemon toys. There was a lot of things that I collected. And then actually I'm gonna segue this into Emmy's question. How does your family react on your toy collecting? They are totally not weirded out by it at all. My dad is basically an otaku of every category of an otaku, except for what you guys know it as, which is the anime and manga otaku. He's like electronic otaku and all that kind of stuff. He's a collector. He likes getting stuff. So, and then when I was mentioning that I collected stuff as a kid, at the same time my mom was collecting Hello Kitty stuff, like imported stuff from Japan, like really special stuff. She had cases, glass cases full of like really unique Hello Kitty items. She doesn't do that so much anymore, but she still collects like Sakura themed things. She loves coffee themed things. My whole family, my sister Heather loves Alice in Wonderland, my sister Sammy loves specific anime. My whole family, AJ also is a collector. He's always loves to collect certain things, so it's very, very normal in my family. Keelan asked me, what is your holy grail of toys to own? I understand that term a lot better now than when I last was asked that question. Basically, what's an unattainable toy that I want? I thought about this, and that's really hard. There's not actually a toy. The Jose figure that I got for my birthday from my husband, this one right here, I showed you guys in my last Q&A video, this one was my holy grail toy. When I was looking at this, because it's so old, it was like $200, and that was like, wow, I don't know if I'm ever gonna get this kind of little figure for that much money. But my husband and my cousin found it for a really awesome price, and I ended up getting it. So this is probably one of my very precious toys. Isabel specifically asked, how many Tsum Tsums do you have and what is your favorite? I had to count them again. I have approximately 140 Tsum Tsums. I know, that's like an insane amount of Tsum Tsums, and that's just the plushies. I don't even know how many vinyl figures I have. But that's honestly nothing in comparison to real Tsum Tsum collectors who get every Tsum from every collection. I have very, very specific ones, and I really don't have that many in comparison. To answer Gianna's question, my first one was just the regular Stitch. I wasn't planning on collecting much more than that, but Stitch is my favorite and he was cute, so I got him. And then which one is my favorite? That's really hard. I still am gonna say that my favorite is actually this one from Japan that I got from my friend. It's polka dot and it's Japan exclusive, but see how his eyes are kind of round and more kawaii? They're so cute, so I love this one's one of my favorites. And then just in general, one of my favorite Tsums is actually Flounder. I think like as a Tsum Tsum, he's so cute. So Michelle and Bigishi, I don't know how to say your name, I never know how, asked if Emmy or I have any of the 18-inch dolls like American Girl dolls, or are we into American Girl dolls? The answer is no, actually. Emmy got a baby doll and she's not really into it right now. She's more into like stuffed animal type stuff. And then I just have never been into American Girl dolls. They were always too expensive when I was growing up, and then now I just am not into collecting dolls like that. Did love reading the books though. Kit was my very favorite. I still would love to like go back and read that story. I really enjoy the stories. And on that same comment, Michelle asked, do I have any dolls? The only dolls that I actually really own are my Disney deluxe singing dolls. So I'll show you guys like a picture of what they look like, but these are super unique Disney dolls to me because they're dressed uniquely in their different outfits, and then they're themed by all the songs that they sing in the movies, and I just really love that. I never have been interested really in dolls very much, but when I saw those I was like, especially Tiana and Cinderella, they're like my favorite. Like I think they're so pretty, and oh, I love those dolls. I've said it before too, I would collect Ever After High dolls, but I don't like their round faces. I like the more traditional doll faces. And then several of you guys asked me what inspired me to make my channel. The biggest thing is that I've watched YouTube for a long time. I watched people like Rhett and Link and people along those lines who are just really clever and creative. And I've been making like music videos and videos with my sisters for as long as I remember. We've had home videos and stuff. And when I saw the people on YouTube who were like just so clever and smart and funny, I'm not really like that. So I never really thought that I could do that for myself. It was actually the beauty community that made me feel like I can do videos like that. I can share things that I love. I loved collecting. I loved, beauty stuff. I loved just sharing my life. And so when I saw the beauty guru community, I was like, I can do that. That lifestyle kind of vlogging style. I want to do that. I want to share. So that's kind of what like sparked me to do it. And then a year after I had started my channel, I went to VidCon, and that was I think 2013. People like Shay Carl were up on stage, and they were just really making the YouTube community such an appealing, down-to-earth sort of thing, and I really related to that. And I felt basically because I really love interacting with people, and I really love getting to know people, and I really love just interactions like that, I thought maybe God was calling me to start a channel, and so that's why I started my channel. And then you guys asked what inspired me to keep collecting toys or certain items like that. I had my channel already, and then I found out about, I think it was a year and a half ago or something like that, Disney Toy Collector, who's the hugest toy tuber, and I was just like, what is this? Like, this is crazy. And then as I went along the community, clicking recommended videos and stuff, I found Audrey, Radio JH Audrey, Mommy and Gracie, Chad Allen, and then Dollastic. And Dollastic was the one who super inspired me to be able to do videos. I thought I really love toys, and I didn't realize that there was so many cool things out there to collect, and it made me kind of be more aware of that. So that's what got me into collecting the things that I do today. So here's some more general easy questions. Ashley asked what color you like. My favorite color is blue, then I like green, and then any pastel colors. If you give me anything in pastels, like I love pastel colors. My wedding was in like browns and pastel colors. At home with Sydney asked, what is your nationality? I am 50% Japanese, and then the other half is my mom, and she's white, so like mostly English, but like a couple other things mixed in there. So half Japanese, half white, half Caucasian, or whatever you want to say. Michelle asked, will you do more giveaways as you go along? Yeah, I think so. If I keep doing it like this, and if this turns out well, then I intend to do more giveaways. I think giveaways are fun. So another easy question would be, how old are you? I am 24. I will be 25 on July 30th. Suda asked, what is your favorite character from Disney? I've kind of mentioned it before. I love Stitch, and then Jose Carioca, or Jose Carioca, however you want to say it, from the Three Caballeros. Those two are like my favorite, and then my like third favorite right now is like Perry Platypus. Like, I just love Perry. Daisy asked, what is your favorite superhero? I have not really thought about this one. It's not like I'm like, oh, I collect all these superheroes, or I collect all these things of that superhero. But I think when I think about it, my favorite one, especially with like the Marvel films and stuff, is probably Captain America. Funny, I used to not like him at all and what he looked like and represented when I was a kid, because I just didn't get it. But after the Marvel movies, I really love his character, and whenever he's on screen and stuff like that. And it's not just because Chris Evans is a nice looking man. Lee asked, do you have a favorite book? If you do, what is it and what makes it special to you? I do not read a lot at all, really. And if I were going to actually say like my favorite book, honestly, and I'm not trying to cop out here, it would be the Bible. Every time I read the Bible, I am so immensely encouraged, and it brings me life. The Bible brings me life, and there's no other way to describe it. Another book that I read with my Bible is called New Morning Mercies by Paul David Tripp, and that's like a devotional book that is like for every day, and that book also super encourages me, so I love those two. I tried to think of a fictional book, but I literally have not read a fictional book in forever, like since high school, so I don't. Sorry. Nicole asked, what Disney princess do you relate to most? I actually had to think about this. I actually think I'm more like Rapunzel. I definitely think I relate more to her. I love to get into all kinds of like artsy, crafty things like she does, like kind of dip my fingers into everything. And then I think I can get easily excited about things that I love or things that I enjoy. And so, yeah, I haven't really thought about it, but I'm gonna say Rapunzel. Denise said, you and your husband have the cutest relationship. How long have you been married? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. We have been married for going on 4.5 years now, so 5 years is in November. So Nikki asked, will you be going back to Walt Disney World anytime soon? She said she liked our vlog. Unfortunately, no, not anytime soon. That was kind of like our big trip that we wanted to do, and although we would love to go back, we just don't have any plans anytime soon. Like maybe when we have kids, we'll probably go again next. So Jenny said, other than Pickle, do you have any other pets and or looking for a new pet sibling for Pickle in the future? I actually share a home with my family. AJ and I share a home with my family, and my sister lives with us as well, and she actually has her sister. So I'll put a clip real quick of the two of them. Pickle's sister Nehru is Pickle's companion right now. The two of them are crazy. They're not even a year old, and they wrestle each other like non-stop. They'll stop for like 5 minutes, but then it's back to wrestling with each other. So she's not alone. She's got her sister. Fabiola asked, what kind of music are you into? The kind of music that I like is kind of like, I feel like the type of person in the way that I think. I like 3 kind of different genres that are my favorite, and that is uplifting music, dramatic music, and then a fun or cool music. And I'm not saying that I'm these things, I'm just saying that's how I think and how I view life, and the type of music that like really gets me. Uplifting music oftentimes is gospel-centered Christian music, or just fun, cute style music, and then dramatic is ballads, or I used to role play as a kid, and I still think of characters and writing stories, so I like dramatic music to kind of get me in like an inspirational mood. And then the fun, cool stuff, oftentimes K-pop. It's J-pop too, but K-pop oftentimes is the like fun, cool, kind of like R&B kind of sounding music. I really love it if it has a beat like that. But I am kind of particular about what music I like, even if they're in those categories. So it has to have like a certain feel that I like. Maki Machi asked, what's the most awkward moment you had? People ask me this and I don't know how to answer that. I've had several awkward moments, but I can't think of them like off the top of my head. I try to forget them, you know? You kind of try to get them out of your mind. But the most recent one that I can think of is actually when I signed up for my P.O. box last week. I tried to do my combination lock and I couldn't do it, so I asked the man that worked there if he could help me, and he came back with me and helped me. And like the first step, it was like 3-step thing. The first step, I realized I was just totally on the wrong letter. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, you know, I know I can do it. And he was like, okay, and so he left. And then I realized, and then I didn't know it at the time, but I didn't know how to do the second step correctly. So I had to go back to him and I was like, I'm sorry, I can't get it. And he basically was like, well, I can't help you. And I was like, what? And he's like, you missed your chance. I tried to help you and you just, you know, you said, no, I can do it. And so it's too late for you. And I was like, and I turned red. I could feel like my face was like bright red and my hair was back, so my ears get red, and I was like red, and I was like, are you helping somebody? And he was like, no, but you missed your chance. And I was just like, I didn't know how to react, and then he ended up being like, okay, come here, I'll help you. I'm not going to be racist here at all. This is just culture. This is facts. But he was Vietnamese, and I think that he was kind of trying to teach me a lesson because he probably thought that I was like some kid trying to be like, no, I got it. Like, I can do this by myself. And that was not, I was trying not to take up his time, and so I was like, oh my gosh, I'm stupid. I did the first step wrong. Like, I can do it from here, obviously, because I was totally doing it wrong. But he took it as me like being prideful, I think, and he was kind of trying to teach me a lesson. Don't think that that's appropriate for an employee to treat a customer ever, but I can kind of see how he was trying to make a joke out of it, so I kind of, but oh, that was so embarrassing. So embarrassing. Am I right now? Oh, embarrassing. Soccer Lover asked, what place do you want to visit the most in the world? Segue, Japan! I want to go to Japan. Like I said, I'm half Japanese. My dad has never been to Japan. Our family has never been to Japan. We are going to Japan! Yeah! Woo! So excited. My friend Nina asked me where I'm the most excited to go to Japan, and that is obviously Tokyo Disney. I mean, come on. Yeah, Tokyo Disney or Disney Sea. They have the two parks there. I am most excited to go there. We are going in May. So in about 6 weeks, we're going to Japan. I'm gonna vlog as much as I can. I'm so excited. I'm going to Japan, you guys. I'm really, really excited. Emily asked, how much time do you put into YouTube a week? Just a rough estimate is perfect. Rough estimate. I would say on a week that I'm being consistent and posting videos almost every day, probably between, I wanted to time this, but probably between 15 to 25 hours am I interacting on YouTube, filming, editing, especially editing. It's practically a part-time job, but I don't really get paid for it. It's a part-time job hobby, that's not a job. And then Captain Nerd asked, what new things are we going to see on your channel? Fun question. That's totally like an ending segue for me. So I'm not gonna make any promises, but my intention is that I obviously want to start doing more movie reviews. Every time AJ and I go to the theater together this year, I want to be able to make a review or like a first impressions video, which I already have one video up. For Kung Fu Panda, I already am editing one for Zootopia. We went and saw that already, so obviously I need to put that up. And then I also want to do Let's Play. One of my favorite games is Kingdom Hearts. I've got the gear. I just need to get into the zone of doing that. Challenge videos. I also want to do challenge videos. And then AJ came up with the idea that he and I can go around to like restaurants or fun places around where we live in California, just because we really enjoy watching other places and people vlog in other places. So we know there's a lot of people who've never been to California or want to visit California, and we know some fun places, so might do something like that. So I think that was almost everybody's question in one shot. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. So now 2 questions for you guys. Number 1, would you be interested in seeing a video 25 facts about me, just so I can put like different 25 facts that you can learn about me? Personally, those are one of my favorite videos to watch on other channels, so I don't know if that's the case for you. I don't want to post it if you don't care about that kind of thing. And number 2, I have a question that I want you to answer, and that is, how old are you? And where are you from? I'd love to see like what kind of age range and where about in the world you guys are watching this from. I'd really love to know. Thank you guys so much for watching and participating and just being involved. I so hope that I get to know you guys better. And thank you so much for spending time with me. Bye!